What's up guys, Sam here back again with another episode of Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. So, as you can see, we're a little further down underground because there are some more things I wanted to collect before we go back to speak with Professor Franklin. So down here in the underground, we jump up this pipe, and if we lead down over here, and get our jump just right. I don't know why I brought up Goose, it wasn't going to bring anything. We can go ahead and get this Shine Sprite, and in this episode, we're going to go ahead and collect the remaining Shine Sprites I need to upgrade everyone else, as well as go against the remaining enemies that are in this area that I have not tattled on yet. So let's go and check out the Goombella. Even though we have technically fought against this type of enemy, it wasn't this particular one. Alright, so that's a Koopa Troll, a Koopa Trooper who protects himself with spiked armor. Max HP is 6, attack is 4, and defense is 2. It attacks with its shell and with its head, then sometimes charges up for a fierce move. Plus, if you take too long to win, it will call reinforcements. Yeah, sorta gnarly, huh? It's only one of the worst Bowser's guys. Koopa Troopers dream of being Koopa Trolls. Hey, and by the by, what do you think Bowser's doing now anyway? Eating? Well, we don't know. After the last episode, he seemed pretty dead set on trying to figure out where Peach was and getting some more solid info on the Crystal Stars. So yeah, even though we fought against these guys back in the original Paper Mario around Chapter 8, now they come down here, I want to say like probably around Chapter 6, is when they start actually showing up as like regular enemies down the Roadport sewers. And then back in Chapter 3, we went against a different type of Koopa Troll that was more like particular for the Glitz Pit. So he was his own unique one, and these guys are the more commonplace one that we fight against. But anyway, now that they're logged in, let's go ahead and keep on. I'm going to be cutting around a lot, so sorry about that. So down on the west side of Roadport Sewers, where we went to Twilight Town, there's a little treasure chest down here to the far left called the Flower Saver Partner Badge. So now if we equip that, our partners will save FP when they do their moves. And with the Ultra Hammer, we can now destroy these big stone blocks back towards, along the way towards the Thousand Year Door. But if we keep going to the far left hand side, there are chests over here that gives us minor badges. And if we were to do our spin jump onto these big blue switches over here, they unlock shortcuts to the previous chapters, so it's a bit easier to get to them instead of having to, go all the way over there as if we were doing it for the very first time. These are kind of like shortcuts for it. In terms of which chapters it is, I can't really remember. I think I actually go down. Okay, cool, we do. That way I can at least see which chapters it is. I believe this one's Posse Heights. Okay, cool. So yeah, this one takes us back to Posse Heights. We were literally just here, so there's nothing here of note that I missed or need to get right now. And the one over on this side, it's definitely not Twilight. I think this might be Key Hall Key Island. Yep, it is. And after that, I believe the other two shortcuts, I definitely know one's Boggly Woods. I can't remember for the life of me what the other one is. Back when we first fought the Super Looper back in the prologue, there's a crack on the upper part of here, right behind this wall. You don't see it now, but it's on the other side, so that still counts as being a cracked wall, so we can destroy it, so we can reach this treasure chest over here that we couldn't before, since we have Bobbery now and the spring jump. And now we actually want to do that jump again over on this side, because there is an entryway to another area far to the right of here that's kind of like it's another house basically that we can go to. This one, I don't believe anyone's actually inside it. I think it's more like it's just some area where we can get a star piece from, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think anyone lives here. I think it's literally just a star piece. Yep, it's just for a star piece. It looks like someone lives here, obviously. So boom, there goes another star piece. Back over here where we saw Luigi the first time, we can go ahead and listen to a story now. Yes, we want to know the truth, so if you would, Luigi, please tell me of your tales of woe. And then we'll see about your new partner that got there. So let's listen to the Rapturous Ruins. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. After journeying deep into the Grimble Forest, I found the doomed Rapturous Ruins. Inside, everything was pure white. You couldn't tell where the floor became walls. Proceeding dead ahead, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Screamy said the boy's name was Cranberry and that he'd wait for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started searching quietly for the compass piece. But then it happened, bro. I got a tiny tingling in my nose and I let out a huge sneeze. Well, Cranberry must have heard it because he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden, I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that the boy was the last of an ancient race, the Luffs. He had been there guarding the marvelous compass piece but for the last 1,000 years. By coincidence, we're also doing a 1,000-year quest. He had told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. The ancient Luff Empire used the power of the compass to rule much of the world. Because of their greed, they were cursed by the compass and their empire collapsed. To prevent a repeat of their fate, Cranberry broke the compass into several parts, so he was the one who actually destroyed the marvelous compass. He hid 6 of them and kept one, putting himself to sleep until a worthy hero woke him. I was that hero, bro. He gave it to me and then he and the ruins vanished. When I added that piece to the compass, it pointed me to the far north where dreaded Hate Song Tower stands. This time, I heard Princess Claire's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess, I will be super, and then I'll figure the rest out later. Anyway, I headed back here to report after that. I'm making my final preparations for my final battle now. I'm a little nervous, bro, but that's what I've been up to anyway. Alright, good to know, Luigi. If you want to hear more, alright, cool, I'll let you know. And let's hear what you have to say. I'm Screamy. I wonder what the future is plotted for us by he who holds the compass. For I must deliver something. Okay, Goombella, can you tell me anything about this guy? That's Luigi's pal Screamy. Screamy creeps me out. I've never seen anyone like him like that. Where's he from? Okay, not a whole lot, but another interesting character. So back over in Kielki Island, I mentioned before in the chapter that we were on that there was a shine sprite up here that I forgot about while I was doing this, but I remembered when I went to go do the voiceover because I remember having to come back here. So we want to hit that switch, and then once it gets high enough, we want to jump on this block and wait for it to reset because there is a shine sprite to the very top left over here. Reason why I want to do this now before we start Chapter 7 is because I want to power up the remaining partners that I can, and afterwards, by the end of this video, I'm going to be finishing off everyone. Back over here behind this tree in Twilight, in the forest in Twilight Town, there is another shine sprite that I missed too. So with these 4, I'll go ahead and upgrade Jessie. And now we only have 2 more left. We get both of those in Chapter 7, so I don't have to worry about that. And like I said, it's also going to be within this video, so once I grab those 2 shine sprites, I'll come back over here and upgrade our final party member, which is going to be Bobbery, who, coincidentally, is who I'm going to be using for Chapter 7, for this beginning part of it. Then you may go. Alright, so with all that said and done, I believe now should be a good time for us to go ahead and talk to Professor Frankly. So, just recapping right now, Goombella is fully maxed out, Goops is fully maxed out, Flurry's maxed out, Jessie is now maxed out, Vivian's maxed out, still got 1 more rank for Bobbery, and Miss Mouse is fully maxed out. So Bobbery, you will be with me, and oh okay, I did still have some star pieces left, so I'll go ahead and trade it for this Flower Saver badge, and I don't really have anything else to do. So cool, now that we got all that, now we can talk to Professor Frankly. Ah, excellent timing. I finally have it, Mario. I found a way that might just get you to the moon. You must go to Fahr Outpost, and you must use the cannon there, and it will blast you. So where to use a cannon to reach the moon, are you? Are we? Sounds capital. I know how it sounds really, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure of all the details. Accounts from Fahr Outpost speak of a device that can launch anything anywhere. Even to the moon. I must say, this Fahr Outpost already sounds like it will be a bother to reach. I believe there's a pipe to Fahr Outpost somewhere beneath Roadport. but I'm not sure of the exact location. Yes, I believe it was hidden for some reason. If my information is correct, you will need something called an Ultra Hammer to get it. An Ultra Hammer? Dear man, we've already procured one of those. Ah, well, I see. That certainly changes the subject now, doesn't it? Well, use that Ultra Hammer to find the pipe to Fahr Outpost, then. Get to it. Yes, I see. Quite so. Destination, Fahr Outpost. Oh yes, one more thing you should be aware of. The Bob-Ombs who live there are sort of a surly bunch. They may not let you use their cannon. You may have to negotiate with them. In any case, that's your problem. Good luck. Get that last crystal star. So yeah, in order for you to progress the story, you have to go ahead and get the Ultra Hammer. That's when he'll tell you that he's found a way to get to the next chapter. And since we've already got that, we can go ahead and make our way over there now. And that's another reason why I want to have Bobbery for my partner going into this, because he is a Bob-Omb. So maybe they will kind of give us the Cold Shoulder, but maybe they won't so much with him. So now let's go ahead to the far left, so the west part of Roadport. And we've actually kind of already saw it back when we were like jumping around getting some stuff, but it's going to be right beside the entrance to Twilight Town, just past that door that is blocked by a metal block that we can only destroy with this Ultra Hammer now. Bobber, you can come back out, please. Store this, and we'll take this blue pipe over to the next chapter. So welcome everyone to Chapter 7. Mario Shoots the Moon. Pretty interesting title. It was only a matter of time before we came across an ice world. A touch nippy, I should say. Let's do make haste, Mario. Fahr Outpost can't be far now, old boy. Alright, so, let me see. Can't hammer these trees. There are going to be some new enemies here that we will unfortunately have to fight. There is a shine sprite literally like right over here. It's hard to see, but it's right beside this first tree. Go ahead and get the battle with you situated so we don't have to worry about it again. Of course, that means I'm going to have my girl Goombella come out here so we can get some knowledge. So if you don't mind, Goombella, what can you tell me about these guys? Alright, that's an ice puff. That's a mean snow cloud that appears in cold areas. Max HP is 9, attack is 4, and defense is 0. It swoops down and uses cold breath to attack. Trust me, it's not refreshing. That cold breath can freeze us, so try to avoid it. Also, if we touch it when it's storming cold energy, we'll get hurt. Isn't that super weak? They're vulnerable to fire, so let's try that out maybe. Alright, now that we got you... Come back to Bobbery, please. And let's go ahead and attack the one that's elevated, since he's the only one I really can attack right now. And, oh, couldn't do the super guard in time. Alright, so there it goes, building up the cold energy, just like the storm puffs back in the last chapter. Why would I jump on him? You know what? I know why. It's because I thought if I had the ice power badge, I would be immune to getting hit. That was not the case. So Bobbery does pretty decent damage to them. However, I will not heavily rely on it. Honestly, Vivian might have been a better choice. Stop throwing rocks at me. Vivian might have been a better choice with her Fire Jinx, but that takes away a lot of FP that I don't want to rely on right now. Anyway, taking down one, and Bobbery can't really do anything, so I will take Goombella back with me so she can actually attack him. And finish him off, okay. Oh, you know what? Okay, no, never mind. I'm thinking about something else that happened. So, forgive me. Forget what I'm saying. Alright, so, take away those guys, and I'm going to just take you guys out off screen. Just because there's no new enemies in that part. Bobbery, if you can. I should have just kept Goombella out, because right in the very next section, there's a new enemy. Star piece right over here. So yeah, like, literally right over here. Throw in and get our first strike. And yet another new species added to the piranha plants. I think they're called ice piranhas. Yeah, oh my god, there's so many people that want to attack me for no reason. Oh, never mind, those are the X-Knots. They want to attack me for a good reason. Tattle, okay, frost piranha. That's a Frost Piranha. It's a cold customer with strong ice powers. Max speed sand attack is 5 and defense is 0. Its biting attack sometimes freezes us, so try to immobilize it first. It's weak against fire attacks too, so use them as well. Not too bad. They do have a high HP, so I can't really get rid of them in one hit. I probably will try to do the Fire Jinx route with Vivian this time, possibly. If she doesn't die. There we go. There goes my super guard. Not super guard, regular guarding. Go ahead and use Fire Jinx. B. Okay, that was like a really simple one. Those ones are always like randomized, but whenever I get like a very simple one, it's like, it can't be this easy. They're going to try to throw me somewhere. And most of the times they don't, surprisingly. I got one more left. Blocked. I wish I could super guard these guys. Maybe there is a way to do it. It's just very like specific and like dead on with the timing. But I can never do it, so we'll worry about that later. Anyway, we get 9 star points for defeating them, getting really close to another level up. I think in between this and the next video, I actually do grind in this area for a little bit just to level myself up and beef myself up some more coming into the final chapter. Or coming into the next area, I should say. And okay, for us at least, there won't be a big deal because if these guys attack me, I just fight them off screen and cut it out. Or not. Oh, why? That's surprising. Why did I not cut this one out? He's trying to throw something at me. Don't do that. Oh, you know what? I think something good happens in this one. If I remember correctly, I think I don't want to say curse, but God, I don't remember what it's called now. The star power-up that I got, you know, that increases either our attack, defense, or the amount of coins or star points we get at the end of the match. I think that activates here, and maybe that's why I kept it in. Either that, or to show off Jessie's Stampede ability like we just did with the Yoshi hurt that comes and, you know, literally stampedes across the field, which can actually attack airborne enemies too, it looks like. Probably not ones that are on the ceiling. That looks like where we draw the line. Coops, can go ahead and finish this guy off. Honestly, probably should have used a power cell to get rid of both of them. I was probably trying to conserve FP since it's pretty low. But Mario can take him down, no problem. Oh, I guess not. We'll decide to keep this battle in for some reason. That's odd. Oh, it probably was to show off that move, like I said. And this is the one where I have a level up. Since there's a whole bunch of them just ganging up on me right there and then. Alright, so what do I put this one into? Okay, I put this one into my actual HP, so now I actually have 40 HP, and I still have that HP plus badge on. And now we become an A-list, so the next battle we get into, our stage will be bigger, and it will be fancier. And that'll also allow more people to be in here, which makes it easier for us to build star power to when we actually appeal and do all that whatnot. And with that, we finally reach Fahr Outpost. Which, as you can imagine, is a very militaristic type of area. Fahr Outpost, eh? Well, where's this marvelous moon cannon, Let's begin by speaking with some of the locals, eh? First and foremost, there's a star piece right down over here that I saw during the cutscene. And, okay, the Traveling Sisters 3 are here again. We're the Chilly Wanderers of Traveling Sisters 3. We came to Fahr Outpost for the skiing and ice skating. But there's nothing here. It's cold. It's too cold. I told you we should have at least checked the guidebook before we came here. So I'm not going to waste my time talking to those other Bob-ombs when instead you want to talk to the mayor, which is like right back over here. Also, this is where the last shine sprite is. With that, we now have 3, so I'm actually going to go back to Roadport and level up Bobbery like right now. Because at this point in the story, once we talk to the mayor, that's when things will actually start progressing. And I think I really want to save that for the next video. So I think this is going to be probably where we cut off, and we'll save talking to the mayor and everything for the next one. Because right there and then, that's where we're going to like really be moving. And there's going to be a whole backtracking thing throughout the various worlds we've been to actually progress with this. So with that, all of our party members are now fully leveled up to the max, so we will no longer be seeing Merlin because there's nothing else we can do for him. So with that, this is going to be a good place to end the video, so thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. In the next episode, we'll return back to Fahr Outpost, speak with the mayor, and get more information about this moon cannon. So, as always, if you guys liked the video, give the video a like, leave a comment, all those good things you know and say at the end of these episodes, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, everyone.